Hey, it's Nintendo Sony Free 2011 here, aka MannyWolverine. You guys are wrestling international sports. This channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, BShoot, Brighteon, Odyssey, Rumble, and your social media platforms you guys can obviously think of. Anyways, there's two other things I really wanted to touch discussion with. That's gonna have to wait for a future video. Hopefully it is. But unfortunately, some effed up bad news for any Blizzard Activision fans out there. Freaking Diablo 2. All the females and some of the strong buff dudes, they're all getting their freaking crap censored to oblivion, man. Big time. So I'll leave the link as first box down below where I found the information if you want to check that out yourself. I'm still going to talk about it probably tomorrow. I did talk about this in my reaction video because I reacted to this thing already. PowerRangers Battle for the Grid Street Fighter crossover trailer. So if I didn't post it up today, I'll probably post it up tomorrow, Friday. So hopefully stay tuned to that. That now fucking cancel culture is just absolutely just crapping on this man's legacy. Not just the voice of Echelon like I talked about yesterday, but now Idris Elba, aka Idris Elba. Because he's not British American or African European enough. Because he didn't eat jerk chicken and he didn't eat any Caribbean Jamaican Trinidadian food and shit. That's stupid as hell. So I'll put that in another future video, probably tomorrow, Friday, if I'm gonna put it today. So like it says on the video, and I'm not sure if you hear any buzz noise in the background. It's my fan because it almost feels like 200 degrees without my freaking fan on because it's extremely hot out here. Usually May or June this happens. It's already in middle of April. It's way too fucking soon to be happening, but I don't know because it's the fake climate shit, global climate warming shit, which I don't believe in. But it is what it is. So it says Power Rangers Battle for the Grid is getting a Street Fighter character crossover, man. As you can tell, I'm playing some cameo music, which is obviously from Capcom. It's come from TJ's Denzer. Ryu and Chun-Li aren't just coming over from Street Fighter Power Rangers, but the grid, from the grid, and also becoming Rangers themselves. That was a pretty kick-ass trailer, by the way. I'm not gonna lie. It's from April 13th. I thought it was the 14th yesterday. I only heard about this the other day. I'm real late in this shit. I don't know. But I did do the reaction. I know I did. Whether it's up today or tomorrow, I don't know. Power Rangers are the world's warriors. And the World Warriors and Street Fighter are no strangers to one another. A franchise that have teamed up more than a few times to offer some, it's like Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. DC, I don't know, crossover fighting. However, neither has made their way to each other's main fighting game series as of yet. There's about to change. The Power Rangers Battle for the Grid is getting some new Street Fighter heavy DLC, which Ryu and Chun-Li will be coming as playable rosters as DLC May 2021 and taking place in the Ranger forms themselves to boot. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid developer and publisher Enway reveals its upcoming Street Fighter DLC. I didn't know it was from Enway. I thought it was just purely Capcom. I was wrong on that. Upcoming Street Fighter DLC and the next IGN exclusive April 13th, which is a while ago. It's almost 3 days by the time you guys see this. I don't know. Or 2 days. I don't know. Coming on May 25th to the PC, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Stadia. Google Stadia is still alive? I thought it died or passed out for a while, man. I thought that shit was completely gone and it was a big freaking failure. I don't even know the 5-10 people playing Stadia still? What's wrong with your freaking asses? But let's move on. Stadia versions of the game as DLC, Ryu and Chun-Li will take place as Crimson Hawk and Blue Phoenix forms first introduced when they were added to Enway's mobile games Power Rangers Legacy Wars. They'll be at $5.99 per character and $12.50 for a pack that gets you both fighters and exclusive upcoming skins to be revealed later on, which already happened a while ago. It's from Shaq News, by the way. Let's move on. Ryu and Chun-Li are also familiar faces in the tag team fighting game genre. We've seen both of them appear in just about every version of Versus Capcom, whether it's Marvel vs. Capcom, SNK vs. Capcom. Remember that one. Forgot to mention that one. Let's move forward. Tatsunoko, hopefully I'm saying that right, versus Capcom and more. That was probably the other SNK shit too, I forgot what they were called. The dude that was from Terry Fader. The one that was from King of Fighters. I know they did a collaboration with those two. There was a big collab with those a while ago. Let's move on. Their moveset should be interesting for addition to already impressive Power Rangers Battle for the Grid stable. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid itself has a regular source of the light around here at Shaq News as well, whether it's regular coverage or part of Shaq News Stadia games. That's some with Alright, so yeah, overall thoughts, views, and opinions comes from DJ Junster, like I said before. The trailer was cool as fuck. All their final attack moves was cool. I think I'm really liking Ryu's. His design for the Power Ranger looks a lot better than Chun-Li. Chun-Li, I don't know. She looks like one of the old school 1950s, 60s super exclusive to Japan, like Ultraman superheroes, and she does as a Power Ranger, in my own personal opinion. I wish I would have seen freaking Cammy in there, man. Seeing Cammy in there, I would have been super hyped. Or M. Bison. Those are my two all-time favorite characters of all time in the old school Street Fighter. Anybody after that? So maybe Laura and the other dude. One that helps like M. Bison take over the world. And then there's the evil version that came. I forgot her name. So I'm not going to read too much in this. I'm only going to read half the article. It's extremely long as hell. It's come from Sicker from My Nintendo News. I haven't read for My Nintendo News in a good hot second. So it says spring is in the air and the latest indie adventure on Nintendo Switch are in full bloom. During the latest Indie World video presentation, Nintendo detailed 21 games for its independent developers that are coming to the Switch, with 3 launching today, which happened yesterday. Indie games featured the showcase, including Row 96, hopefully I'm saying this right, procedural story-driven game from Digital Arts X-Arts. Digi-X-Arts. Depending on the choice that you make. Onyx Free Lost Signals, a direct sequel to the original acclaimed Supernatural games from Night School Studios, Ali Ali World, Roll 7's new skateboarding game. It's in total gnarly from Ali Ali franchise. Teenage Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I actually did a reaction video to that too. I did it at the same time I was doing the Power Rangers Battle for the Grid Street Fighter crossover. I did both of them at the same time. So there's that. That music was a really good knee slapper, as a younger kid say, the bop. It's a slap or whatever. A good way. A side-scrolling beat-em-up invoking the Turtles' legendary 1987 design. Okay, I thought it was the early 90s, but whatever, same thing. And the longing and experimental real-time adventure from Studio Surfs, hopefully I'm saying it right, Surfs, launches today for Nintendo Switch. This is from yesterday, by the way, not today. Additionally, at an Indie World sale starting today at Nintendo eShop, offering discounts inside of indie games for Nintendo Switch now until the 25th of April, which is next week, or the week after, I think. You can see a full list of the indie games appear in a promotional Nintendo Switch website. Here to view the world. Okay, view the Indie World video. Its entirety. Visit There's that to get further info. The highest revealed in video included. I'm only going to read like half of this. I'm not going to read the whole entire thing. I'm going to read up to Fez, and that's it. You guys, I'll read the titles for the other like games, but that's it. So it says Road 96 from Digi-X-Arts is a narrative-focused game which a mixed adventure exploration, puzzle-solving roads. Road 96. I already read that part. Meet the characters from all the walks of life to learn their intertwining stories. The decision you make, both big and small, can drastically alter your experiences. There are many roads. Which one will you take? Road 96 is onto Nintendo Switch later this year. Oh, I thought it was going to come out next month. Never mind. 1X Free Lost Signals from Night School Studios, published by MWM Interactive. Onyx Free 2 Lost Signals is a supernatural narrative adventure game about a researcher who stumbles upon the ghostly happenings 5 years after the events of, hopefully I'm saying this right, Oxenfree. Riley returns to her hometown of Kamina, to investigate mysterious radio frequencies causing curious disturbances. Oxenfree Lost Signals comes to Nintendo Switch 2021. Oh, there wasn't a date for that. That sucks. I've heard of Ali Ali World before, but it was like in a real old school PS2 game. Now this is something else like AliExpress. I don't know. Let's continue. The bold new entry for Ali Ali series is here in the Ali Ali World. Try saying that 10 times fast. Tear up the streets of Radland and search for the mystical skate gods in a slick action platformer with super tight controllers on level design that flows with your combos. You'll have a blast mastering tricks, meeting colorful characters, and discovering the hidden secrets of the vivid and vibrant world. Ali Ali World launches on Nintendo Switch this winter. Of course, this is the one I talked about, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Alright, from Tribute Games. With a blend of retro and modern visuals. This one caught my 90s because nostalgia so hard when I watched this or did a reaction, but you'll probably see it tomorrow if you don't see it today. TMNT Shredder's Revenge finds that the favorite turtles are kicking some serious shell and arcade-style beat-em-up action. So 90s, well, for me personally. The 4 players can locally or online, and the Botalicious game developer Tribute Games, and published by Domatu, who also published Streets of Rage 4, Wonder Boy, and The Dragon's Trap. Oh, I remember. I never heard of The Dragon's Trap, but I heard of these two, Wonder Boy and Streets of Rage 4. TMNT Shredder's Revenge launched on Nintendo Switch later this year. I thought it was going to be freaking next month, at least. Oh, well. Oh, whatever. Fuck it. Alongside a studio serfs, hopefully I'm saying that's right, serfs, with a beautiful hand-drawn art style and intriguing story, the longing is unlike anything you ever played before. The big twist is you actually don't have to play to see how it ends. And that doesn't mean you just sit idly by. As a main character, Shade, you must wait 400 days for your king to awaken. That would suck, that's real life days. That's literally over a year and a half. Let's move on. While waiting, you can explore dark caves, complete time-based puzzles, and collect items. Start your countdown clock now. The longing, launches for Nintendo Switch later named, and this Annapurna. Hopefully I'm saying that. Annapurna Live. I'm not going to read that whole thing. It's Hindsight for an Annapurna. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Interactive. Hindsight developer Joel McDonald's is a poignant narrative game about an older woman reminiscing about her family. The object from her past serves as portal as long-lasting memories, reveals a decision for her that forever changed her life. Learn more. The Hindsight launches Nintendo Switch Zero. Last stop from Annapurna Interactive. Last stop of the developer Variable State is a single third-person adventure, modern-day London, as he plays the three separate characters whose worlds collide amidst a supernatural crisis. What connects these three strangers? Where will the fate lead them? Find out in the last stop and then they'll switch in July. Aerial Knights and Yield for Aerial Knights. And then the other one, I'm going to read Fez. Fez from Polytron. I heard this in 2012, 2013, way back in early 2010s. I played it a little bit on Steam and PC, and it's come to Switch now. Sick. 2D creature, living world in 2D, or is he? When his existence of mysterious dimension is revealed for him, Gomez is sent out in New Jersey. It'll take him to the very end of time and space. Use our ability to navigate 3D structures from a distance classic 2D perspective. The critically acclaimed Fez launched on Nintendo Switch later today. Oh, it came out yesterday. Okay. And there's other ones called Aztec, Forgotten Gold. There's No Game, Wrongful Dimensions, Draw Me Pixel, Crisis Tale. If I'm saying this right, Gensu, Fumutsu, Den, Undying Moon, Komi Digital Entertainment, Guru Guru. Best of Marvillian Islands, Skull, The Hero Slayer from Southpaw Games. Or Rally, Kiwi from Somewhat Sons, Elden Liliads. I'm not going to read that whole thing. Weaving titles from The Fadal of Feathers, Liberant City, Perrier the Maze Detective from Dear Geraldine, and The House of the Dead remake from Megapixel Studios. Yeah, overall thoughts and opinions. It sounded like a good ass freaking indie direct. It sucked I had to miss it. Until like a couple hours later, I looked at my tweet account on Twitter and like, oh, this is what was going on. And let's get into the last bit of sad, unfortunate news. Capcom news again. Capcom Digital Store, the online store, closes May 1st, 2.5 weeks from now. Rest in peace to that thing. I'm going to miss the hell out of Capcom Store. I used to go there once every month on the internet, in real life, but no more physical copies, shit than anything on Capcom. Oh, God, that's so many 90s, early 2000s kid memories. I had all the Capcom games. Beautiful, sexy women and franchises and everything. So it says they're cleaning everything out. This comes from Gamers Grade. I've only read them once before. It's the second time I'm reading from them. It's a sad day for merch. Pour one out for the hats and shoes. Capcom is a character factory. It does what it does best, and it's not afraid to lend its characters out to any number of crazy crossovers, or even making entire crossovers. Capcom arguably has one of the most respectable rosters of all of the industry, which is why it's capitalized. I always get them mixed with Capcom mixed with Bandai Namco and Konami because they came out from that era, the late 80s, early mid-90s. I don't know. So it goes on to say, if you want to pick up merch for any Capcom franchise, you can find it. Mega Man? You can literally find any Mega Man knick-knack you want. I'm not going to lie, I like Zero and Proto Man a lot better. My own personal bias opinion. Let's move on. Same with Ryu, it's just a fact of life. I googled quote Mega Man shoes just now and it came out with a hit. Good old Capcom. However, the world has been changing this past year and things are going away. Fortunately, that includes an easy access to get an official Capcom merch. The publisher has announced this week for Capcom stores closing down and the last days of order May 1st, 2.5 weeks from now, very, very soon, 2021. At the point, pre-orders are what to be fulfilled, like da-da-da-da, but the stores itself will be shutting down possibly forever. Capcom warns that, quote, supplies are limited during this transitional period. Good night, sweet prince, but I had the last bit of Mega Man shaving cream before it's gone forever. This person's real sad about it on Twitter. It's more heartbroken than I am. Yeah, for thoughts, and opinions. Oh, it has so many beautiful, sexy franchises and all the physical freaking merch they had. I'm going to miss it. That's all I got to say for now. Links to subscribe down below. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, men, fanboys, fangirls, talking nosy. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you awesome. Mike, people on the flip side. Stay tuned for more future action videos. I'm gone.